Hello, beautiful people. Hope you are doing well today. We are going to take a look at Proverbs chapter 22. It's filled with wisdom and is relevant for today. So I want to take a quick overview before we get started. So I want to bring into emphasis some of the great scriptures here that I thought was very important. Proverbs is a book in the Bible that is filled with practical advice and insights on how to live a wise and fulfilling life. This wisdom teaching here has been passed down through generations. And in chapter 22, we find some real gems here. So, all right, let's get started with wisdom. First, you see, wisdom is just about being smart. It's really not about being smart or having some high IQ. It's about applying knowledge and understanding and to make good choices in our life. Well, Proverbs 22:17 says, "Incline your ear and hear the words of the wise and apply your heart to my knowledge." It's like saying, listen up, folks. Pay attention to those who have been here before you and learn from their experiences. Speaking of knowledge, Proverbs emphasizes its importance here in verse 18. It tells us that knowledge is pleasant and precious. It's like having a superpower. I've said that before. The more we know, the better equipped we are to navigate in this crazy world. So never stop learning, my friends. Now, understanding is another key ingredient here in this recipe, I'll call it, for fulfilling life. Well, Proverbs 22:21 says, "To make you know certainty of the words of truth, that you may answer words of truth to those who send to you." Understanding helps us discern truth from falsehood and helps us to respond wisely. So there you have it. A brief overview of Proverbs chapter 22. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's what it's all about. They're like the three musketeers. I love that. They can guide us towards a better life. Let's open up today and read this book together. Let's go. A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, loving favor rather than silver or gold. The rich and the poor have this in common: the Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Thorn and snares are in the way of perverse. He who guards his soul will be far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is the servant to the lender. He who sows iniquity will reap sorrow, and the rod of his anger will fall, and it will fail as well. He who has a generous eye will be blessed. He who gives of his bread to the poor. Cast out the scoffer, and contention will leave. Yes, strife and reproach will cease. He who loves purity of heart and has grace on his lips, the king will be his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the faithless. Excuse me. The lazy man says, "There is a lion outside. I shall be slain in the streets." The mouth of an immoral woman is a deep pit. He who is abhorred by the Lord will fall there. Foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child, and the rod of correction will drive it far from him. He who oppresses the poor to increase his riches, and he who gives to the rich will surely come to poverty. Incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your heart to my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing if you keep them within you. Let them all be fixed upon your lips, so that your trust may be in the Lord. I have instructed you today, even you. Have I not written to your excellent things of counsels and knowledge? that I may make you know the certainty of the words of truth, that you may answer the words of truth to those who send to you. Do not rob the poor because he is poor, nor oppress the afflicted at the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause and plunder the soul of those who plunder them. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man do not go, lest you learn his ways and set a snare for your soul. Do not be one of those who shakes his hands in a pledge, one of those who is surety for debts. If you have nothing with which to pay, why should he take away your bed from under you? Do not remove this ancient landmark which your fathers have set. Do you see a man who excels in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before unknown men. May God richly add a blessing to the reading of his words. Oh, wow. Y'all, these Proverbs are so wonderful. We're gaining so much knowledge through reading God's Word daily. I am so glad y'all are watching and enjoying this and listening to this with me today. So I want to say, if you like this, please share it with your groups and let's get all these Proverbs into our heart and let us apply it as we're growing and maturing in our faith. So thank you so much for watching. God bless you and have a wonderful day.